Continuing with Division I action here from the Central Regional Tournament here in Racine, Wisconsin, and it's the Austin Crows against the Denver Bulldogs, the 8-time national champion Denver Bulldogs. And it's the Crows who get the ball first. It's quickly thrown to the ground, and here come the Doggies. They're off to the races. Handball over the top. And he's cleaned up and claimed. Austin had it for a moment. And now it squirts out again. This is our second look at this Austin team, who won a little bit earlier on in the day. And it's shoved off. And here comes 21 for the Bulldogs. And now up there, rather, that's 27. Looks like Ryan Ludostansky. The kick up on that far side is marked. Looks like Matt King into the middle. Going a swing and a miss there. He turns and fires with the left right in front. And he's got it. Goal to the Crows right off the bat, and I believe that is in fact Kenrick Tyrell.
Well, this is smart footy by Kenrick Tyrell. He knows there's no point in two players going to tackle the one, so he just lets his mate do all the hard work, picks up the spillage, and snaps a great goal. Good.
So the Crows off to a fast start here, much unlike their last game against Chicago, where they had trouble finding the big sticks. They get off to a great start. And it's 6-0 on the Real Racine scoreboard. Back to the center we go. Kenrick Tyrell, as we mentioned during our coverage of the Swans game, a former member of the Orange County Bombers, an Australian and a very good forward. And that one is controlled by Denver up into the forward line. It's going to bounce into the corner. And then he's taken down for the Crows. Up on that far sideline, it's controlled by Vanica. Vanica just gets a hand to it. And it's going to roll over and out of bounds. Andy Vanica, longtime veteran of the Bulldogs and of the USA Revolution. It's a free kick for Austin up on that far sideline. Oh, good, Mark! That's a screamer. They continue on, but it's turned over. Out of the back is Mitchell. That was Casey Robertson, who took a very similar mark. I believe that was Robertson. We're taking a look at it.
Well, that is not Casey Robinson, but that is a very nice mark.
No, in fact, that is Tom Harkness, who took that nice screamer over the top as the ball gets knocked around. Not controlled by anybody at the moment. And now it's picked up by Denver. Handball by Vanica. They'll dig into it and then soccered on by the Crows. Tyrell had to pick his head up to avoid the collision there. And Peter Taylor looks to the far side, and there's the mark. Taylor also named to the national team. And it's going to be a free kick to the Crows here on that far side. Waiting on the mark is Anthony Grippa for the Bulldogs. Kick on the way. Off hands and collected by the Dogs. And now they'll have to clear it out of the back through their number 3. That's Paul Meyer.
Very fast handballs in the back line there to find the loose man and get the clearing.
Yeah, they're known for that, I think. They're known for their very quick thinking play, and was one of the many things that have made them so successful, and really the most successful team in USAFL history. As they continue up on that far side, the ball is paddled forward. Mitchell booms it back in. Oh, that kick's got a lot of carry through everyone. Missed Tyrell. And that should have been in the back. It isn't. Play on, says the umpire. And then there's a shot for goal again. It's another goal. Give it to Stefan Barr. And 2 straight goals for the Austin Crows. That takes them to 2 straight goals, 12 points. Denver yet to score. We've played almost 5 minutes of this opening term. Denver looking Austin looking very, very strong.
Well, it's some fantastic pressure here from the Crows that create the turnover. Stephen Barr with great skill and even better composure just latches onto the footy and just slots through a great goal.
And this is a potential matchup at Nationals. These two teams did meet at Nationals last season.
Was he a victor on that occasion?
I'm trying to remember. I believe it was the Austin Crows. I called that game with Grilla. You think I would remember that?
Yeah, there's a few other games you called that day as well, mate. So
yeah.
Handy there for the Bulldogs getting the clearance with a good handball.
John Candelaria there. He stole it right off. The kick towards goal. In towards the goal, and the mark, was he paid it? Yes, he was. Max Eckstein had the kick initially, and it will be Casey. This is Casey Robertson who took that screamer in the game against Orange County.
Well, that was quite a strong grab there from Robertson.
He is very, very good at that. So here is Robertson to cut the lead in half. Kick on the way. Looks good from here, and it is. So 3 scoring shots between the teams, and they've all been major scores.
This is a pretty fast, free-flowing game of footy here. Some really quick hands and also some good foot skills where they're finding their teammates. Good high-quality game at the moment.
Matty King's leg just lets him down here as he just doesn't get enough power into his kick. Gets intercepted. He plays on quickly and gets a great kick to Casey Robinson, who gets some great elevation about 15 metres out from goal.
2 very good sides. This is the number 3 and number 4 teams, respectively. Austin coming in number 3. They were actually picked by one of our panelists as a number 1 team, so they did have a first place vote. And Denver, number 4. Those 2 teams have really been in the same spot for the entire season, behind New York and Orange County. This result may help things a little bit, especially if the panelists see the way that Austin is playing and think that they have a chance against New York and as well as Orange County. Out of the tap, this again is Barr. Oh, that might be holding the ball. Play on, says the umpire, and we'll have a whistle and a ball up. Chris Merritt was in there for Austin, and Miko McGraw was in there, I do believe, number 20. Knocked forward again by the ruckman, number 12 for Denver. That is Adam Wolfsus. We just call him Wolf. Ball comes spinning out quickly, and it's to Austin's advantage. They have it in the square. He's there to clean it up. He turns and kicks the goal. Great positioning and a great team goal. I didn't see who got it in the end, though. He got up and ran away.
And Brian, this is just some great intuitive footy from Kenrick Tyrell as he just helps the ball on its way over the back to Grant Campbell, standing on his own behind him, who snaps a great goal as the pressure closes in on him.
So the goal there, and that takes them on to 3 straight 18 to 1 straight 6 on the Real Racine scoreboard. The Crows now out to a 2-goal advantage with 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Again out of the ruck. Wolfsus. Now Austin again. Back in the other direction. And the ball goes out of bounds. There's Mitchell over there. No, it wasn't Mitchell. One of the other guys over there. And
Mossy the mop throwing it in.
yeah, here's our boy Moss. The ball comes back in the play. It's knocked forward again. Wolfsus able to get to it, but a good job of running around. Almost took the mark, but they stay with it. They turn and fire towards the sticks. That's going to be off the mark, and it's going to be Grant Campbell. So Campbell's done a great job. He has a goal and a behind, and that moves Austin on the 3-1-19. Denver still on 1 straight 6. The margin is 13 points, 11 minutes to go, first term. Brian Barish alongside Dennis Ryan. The final group round of the 2015 Central Regional Tournament. This is Division I. As they paddle the ball forward. And now up on that far side. There's the kick. He has some space down there. Up on a hop, it ping-pongs away, and then it's picked up by Anthony Butt. And up on that far side over there.
Leos on the far
It's Leos. Leos played very well in that last game against Chicago. And now they punch it forward. Here's Terrell. Terrell gets the foot under the boot. Oh, and a good defensive mark, as he was able to keep it away from Stefan Barr. So the fullback will play it out to that far side, but right at Cambo. Grant Campbell, we nicknamed Cambo. He led that very stirring tribute to Walsh a little bit earlier this morning, which you'll get to see. And he puts forward a very, very good kick. But, well, it looked impressive, but in fact, it's out on the full. So a free kick now for Denver. As we hear Tom Ellis, the head coach of the Bulldogs, and also the head coach of the Revolution, shouting instructions in front of us. Oh, good diving. I think he got the mark. And he did. Free kick, as it's a mark. Didn't see you grab it. There's a stabby kick. Another mark taken.
Candelaria, nice hands on the outside there.
Candelaria gets it on to number 10, which is Aaron Summers. And look at Denver push the ball forward, but Merritt is there to end that nonsense. And a mark almost taken. I believe that was Vanica. And that should be the ball. I don't think he had clean possession. Oh, and he's taken down afterwards. A little bit of grappling, and the umpire's in there to sort that out.
Get on 30. He's right there. Go stand on it.
So it's a ball up. Directly across from us. Wolfsis got a hand on it. Butt had it, knocked it down, and another ball up. Aaron Summers in there for Denver as well. And that one is pounded out. Picked up by by Hunter Lentz. Lentz with a long kick and a mark taken nicely. They're going to turn and find that one into the center of the ground. And a mark is taken in the middle by Jesse Aguirre, and Aguirre's going to go back and have a crack. Distance shouldn't be an issue. Looking at roughly 25, 30 meters. Not much of an angle to speak of. Kick is up on the way. The wind takes it around, but it's still got there, and it's another goal to the Austin Crows. Austin 4-1-25. Denver 1 straight 6, 19 points the margin. 7 1/4 minutes to go here in the first half. That's on the real Racine scoreboard.
Well, it's been a very entertaining game so far for both teams. Both playing a very exciting play on brand of footy. Good to see.
And as we look at this again here, Brian, Stefan Barr just shows some great courage as he backs back into the pack. Got the awareness to play on quickly, kicks the ball towards the hot spot and finds Jesse Aguirre.
Very fast pace, and like I said, you mix these two very strong teams together with good players on both sides, and a lot of, and like I said, national level talent on both teams. We mentioned Vanica, Chris Merritt is another one. He's slow to get up here is one of the players. Candelaria, in point of fact, long kick. Oh, taking him down. No call, but a great tackle by by Summers. It's kept on that sideline there. Just got off to the foot. It's going to end up out on the full. But great pressure to force the mistake by Austin again. Denver, as we mentioned, coming off 2 wins over Tulsa at Crested Butte, Colorado. Spoiling that one is 13 for Denver, which is Brian Posey. Now it's kicked in the air, almost taking the mark. And did he keep it in? Yes, he did, but it went right to Barr. That was a great job there by Tom Harkness. Long kick. And is it holding the ball? It's holding the man. Tyrell goes in short and takes the mark. Great connection and great awareness to get the ball very quickly. And again, that's Aguirre. So we'll go back and try to extend the Crows' lead. Austin playing fantastic football. Kick is on the way. And there's no mistake there. Another goal for Jesse Aguirre. 5-1-31 to the Austin Crows. 1 straight 6 for Denver. With about 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
As we watch the replay here, Kenrick Tyrell just fails to drag in the mark, but the Denver fullback is far too focused on Kenrick and not the ball, and gives away a free kick for holding the man. But key here is number 3 for the Crows, Jesse Aguirre, who just catches his opponent napping and sneaks off into the forward pocket. Kenrick's got the vision to find him, and he gets a nice mark.
Bulldogs trying to talk some life into themselves here. And we'll see if it works. This is a team that is very resilient.
You can never count the Bulldogs out.
Not at all. Butt was in there for Austin to take his man down. His opposite number in point of fact, that was Summers. They're going to call for a high tackle. And in fact, it's going to be a ball up.
It's actually the first game of 18s that the Bulldogs have played for this year.
Yeah, because I believe they played 14s in Crested Butte against the Buffaloes.
Which was actually on a fairly small field too, the 14s. Fairly crowded.
Yep. Whoa, great tackle. But was it pushing the back? No. They're going to call it a tackle, and it's rightfully done as Chris Merritt got in there. And a great tackle. That was earmarked from about a mile away. Merritt looks to the near side, gets there on a hop, turning around and into the middle, and all alone, but can't handling it. And then he's going to get claimed. Play on, says the umpire. And now he gets it around, kicks for goal, and it's stopped. Aguirre is there, but he kicked it into the goalpost. Oh. Knocking on the door. Jeff Talmadge had it, but Aguirre was there to clean it up, but just kicked it right into the goalpost.
Fast-paced stuff here from the Crows.
Yes, this is very, very good footy. I'm very impressed, and the question has to be asked how they would do against a team like Orange County at Nationals. Orange County's been known to play some fast-paced play, but this is lightning speed. Denver seems to be coping with it to an extent, but when they get inside 50, Austin just throws it, just does very well. But now they'll have a chance to clear their lines. And they do so through the number 9 who handballs it off. That's Candelaria. Long kick from the Candyman. And couldn't handling it there is number 23. That's Nick Garcia. That was Michael McGraw who did a great job of getting the ball down on the other end. But here comes Austin back the other direction. Tackle, no call. Play on, says the umpire. That's a kick, and it's smothered. Long kick inside 50. 2 one-on-one contest. It bounces through. That's going to bounce through for behind. That kick must have traveled about 70 meters. Another minor score for Austin, 5-3-33. Denver still has the one behind. 3 minutes to go in this first half. Long kick out to the near side. Oh, and almost taking the mark. That was Tim Wilson Humphreys. And then that one's kicked and another mark.
Cambo again.
Yep, Cambo. So Grant Campbell will go back and have a shot for another goal here.
Hasn't missed too many Cambo, so I'd back him in here from about 30 metres out.
Yep.
Spending a fair bit of time working on the hairdo there, Cambo.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed.
It's gotten a little long. He's trying to keep it out of his eyes.
Kick on the way. Yep. Another goal for Cambo, another goal for the Crows. 6-3-39. Denver, one straight 6. About a minute or so to go. I hope, Dennis, I love our hairstyles, but I hope we don't turn into soccer where we see like the Simon Phoenix. Not that I don't like it, don't get it wrong, but DeAndre Yedlin, and if you anyone who out there is not a soccer fan, just look him up on Google and look at how crazy his hairstyles are. I think that's a little too much.
I'm going to have to look up both of them, mate, because I've never heard of either of them.
DeAndre Yedlin, yeah. Mario Balotelli. Now, Balotelli, actually, now that I think about it, is pretty good. But anyway, and that's going to be a center square infringement on Denver and a free kick. Will Austin have a chance to add to their lead? They're going to need to do so in a hurry. Checking by our unofficial clock, we're down to 23 seconds. They go out to the far side now. They got to move. But he's going to settle down. Here's a short kick, and the clock's going to beat him, and that will do it. But a very fast-paced opening 20 minutes of football here in this one, but it's been all Austin on the cash register where it counts. Your score at halftime, the Austin Crows, 6 goals, 3 behinds, 39 points. The Denver Bulldogs, 1 straight goal for a total of 6 points. Well, we're going to step aside. We'll be back with the second half of this one on the 2015 USAFL Central Regionals from Racine here on USAFL.com. We're back for the second half of this one between the Austin Crows and the Denver Bulldogs. Second half bounce is underway. Love how these umpires are bouncing to start the half. But Austin with a 33-point lead. That may have been kicking in danger there, but they're going to play it on anyway. Woofus in there for Denver, but in the end, the umpire says, "Give it to me, we'll ball this up." Opening second half. And that one knocked forward again as Wolfsus got a hand to it. And good job there by Leos, who was able to get through it. It bounces backwards. Good job to steer it forward there by Trent Kirk for Austin. Vanica for Denver. Nice little shake and bake. He handballs it over to 33, which is Anthony Grippa. There's a little give and go, and then a left foot kick that's sailing out of play, and it was in fact out of bounds. On the full. He was right on top of it. He's catching some flack from the Denver bench right in front of him. Although I believe I see a smile on Tommy Ellis's face, which is good to see. But it's a free kick either way. Tom Ellis gave his team, I wouldn't say it was a spray, but it was a pretty intense talking to at halftime.
Might even have been a bake.
Yeah, it was a bit of a bake. By the way, what's a bake?
What you just heard at halftime.
Yeah. I will say that some of those words that he said were irrepeatable, but he did trying very well to get his point across. Let's see what sort of what it does. Wolfsus is in there with Merritt for Austin, and Merritt gets tied up and we'll have a ball up. Ball back in the air. Oh, good job by the Austin Ruckman, the box out. Left-footed kick. Might have been a push in the back, and it is. It does get called. Very well seen, and free kick. Eckstein with a long kick. Nice mark taken defensively, and then a little shove afterwards. As Robertson was in there looking for a man. Now we'll send that one long and deep. Oh, very good kick. Settling under it, but then getting hit in the back was Merritt. Still controlled there. Merritt is there to Crum. He is wrapped up immediately by Michael McGraw for the Denver Bulldogs. And it'll be a ball up. Knocked forward nicely by Denver. Whirling dervish of a kick there by the number 5, which was Lee McMahon. McMahon gets it back. He turns, gets away from his man. That, I think, was touched, but it's knocked down. Oh, and there's a soccer off the ground. They play it on the far side. No call. Play on, says the umpire. And they've got some room to maneuver. And now number 20, that's Kirk again for Austin. And then it's an intercept mark. That's a very good kick. Oh, well, he probably should have let it go. But he's going to pick it up, turn around. Play on.
Quite the shepherd off the ball.
Oh, wow.
He's lucky to get away with that, Denver. There's the one. When play went for the mark, his teammate basically just ran straight into his Austin Crows opponent. Took him out of the contest.
Yeah?
It's Mason's brother.
I did not know that. The kick, that initial kick, by the way, was Aaron Summers. It looks like they were going to free kick. Yep. And that is Ben Harling, who is playing in his 100th game for the Denver Bulldogs.
I believe that is the next game if that was a dog playing today.
All right, so he's playing in his 99th gamer for the Denver Bulldogs, and the 99 gamer has put through a major score. Will that be the beginning of the comeback for Ben Harling and the Denver Bulldogs? They go to 2 straight 12. Austin goes on to 6-3, still at 6-3-29. The margin is 27 points, 4.5 gone, about 15 minutes or so remaining in this one.
Well, Brian, from an impossible angle, Benny Harling says, I've played 99 games. I don't need to kick a boomerang or a Stevie J. I'll just kick it the conventional way.
We'll have, just a reminder, after this one, we'll have finals action for you as the Division II final and the Division I final are coming up.
We basically have controlled the ball the first 5 minutes of this game, Denver, so certainly pressing here.
Wasfus able to get to it, but Austin claims it. They send that one inside. Great mark.
Yep. Center break from May. And kick out of the center finds Terrell, and this is their first venture forward in this second half for the Crows, and they're probably going to quickly answer.
Yep, that's a yes. That's the best way to answer a goal, is with a goal on your own. That takes them to 7-3-45 for Austin. Denver 2 straight 12 on the Real Racine scoreboard. The
5 minutes of hard work for the Bulldogs just nullified in one quick action.
Yep.
Took them all of about 15 seconds to get that ball out of the middle.
We're going to the replay now. You'll see Adam Wolfsus, the ruckman for the Denver Bulldogs, pointing to Benny May, telling his boys to pick him up. He goes up in the ruck, and what's he do? He taps it straight to Benny, who gets the clearance and nicely kicks it straight down the field to a leading Kendrick Tyrell, who takes a strong mark out in front.
Yeah, I was wondering what all those Crows were doing over there at, that's where the bench is. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 8 Crows and a retriever over there. That's actually their backup Rover, is the dog. Well, I thought it was funny. Anyway. I mean, part of it was. I don't know. In any event, hey, there's a football game going on, and the ball's in the middle of the ground. The Crows get it out all alone. This is Barr. He handballs it over the top. Here's the kick. How do you get that far open?
When the coach says, give it to me over the top, you give it to him over the top.
Well, the ball is just bobbling around here amongst about 10 players here. And it just bobbles its way out eventually to the Crows' Anthony Butt, who breaks clear, kicks the ball out to Stefan Barr, who's about 20 metres on his own. Cambo's telling him to just go over the top, kick the goal yourself, son. But Barr knows where his bread is buttered, and he handballs over the top to Cambo to give him his third goal.
And Cambo finishes it off, another goal for Austin. And Dennis, like you said, that 5 minutes of hard work, well, that's now been converted into 2 goals the other way. 8-3-51 for Austin. 2 straight 12 to Denver. Still plenty of time in this. I believe the high score on the day was 76 points. The way that Austin is starting to kick away a little bit in the second half, that may not last to the end of this game. While we have a minute here, we'll tell you that if you like what you're watching and you want to follow your team or see if there's a team in your area, or heck, give this game a try. Anyone can play it. No experience necessary. You can check out USAFL.com, see if there's a team in your area and follow your favorite club. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/USAFL and give us a follow on Twitter at USAFL1997.
Great work by the Crows again. They win the ball out of the centre. Got the ball up over on their far forward pocket.
Yep, and moved in towards, and then picking it up, number 19 for the Denver Bulldogs, which is Jeff Posey. I'm imagining that's Brian Posey's brother.
Yep,
Holding the ball. Free kick to the Crows. And it's Tyrell.
The big fella has it yet again.
Lord Kendrick of House Tyrell, first of his name.
Begins about 35 metres out on a pretty tight angle.
I'm glad I got a laugh from somebody down there who got the Game of Thrones reference. Thank you.
Yeah, that one flew right over my head, mate.
Yeah. Well, you know who Jon Snow is.
I do know who Jon Snow is, and only after you told me the
That's true.
I did watch 2 or 3 episodes of Game of Thrones.
8-4-52 are the Crows now. It's now an even 40-point lead on the Real Racine scoreboard. I was not interested in it until my wife made me watch it. But it's actually a pretty good show. But in any event, there's a dog pile on this near side. Now it's turned into literally a bit of a rugby scrum, and I'm wondering when the umpire is going to blow it, and finally that happens. Ball up on the near side. And it hits the ground. Kicked forward by Ben May, but it's marked defensively by Peter Taylor. Taylor comes out to the near side. Oh! Philip Camping with a specky. That's the mark of the day. Long kick and a one-handed grab. Playing on, well, the kick wasn't that great and it was out of bounds. Liam McMahon with a one-handed spare. 2 great marks right in succession. Well, this Denver team has ups. The ball comes back in the play, a long one, paddled down. We have a whistle off the ball.
Now he said Denver.
Yep, that's going to be a free kick. So here's a chance to add to the lead as Max Eckstein, whose wife Carrie plays for the Lady Bulldogs. In fact, I do believe they just celebrated the birth of a child recently. Eckstein, the kick on the way. It starts right and stays right. 2-1-13 Denver. They trail Austin 8-4-52. Just past the midway point of this second half. And Austin trying to book themselves a spot in that Division I Grand Final with a win here. Kick out to the near side. The pack forms. Wolf's not able to grab it. The kick up the side. Crash boom opera. It spills out loose. Picked up by Candyman. Into the middle. They'll play on as Harkness plays it across to Casares, but then it's Mitchell who steps up and takes the defensive mark. Mitchell goes off the mark.
Denver Bulldogs don't kick it to number 30.
Nope.
and continue to do it.
Yep, and now moving on with it is Ben May. May with a kick. They'll chase after a 2-on-2 contest. He takes him down. It's picked up. Oh, just missed the sitter.
Two Denver Bulldogs players took each other out and left two Crows boys standing. And he could have ran all the way into an open goal and just butchered it.
And that looked eerily similar, Dennis, to the situation that led to the winning goal at Nationals in the first game of Division I with Orange County. Two Denver Bulldogs colliding, allowing, ironically enough, Kenrick Tyrell to run in and kick the game-winning score within the last dying breaths of the match. A little bit of irony, a little bit of coincidence. Meanwhile, back here in present day, it's a high arcing ball marked by Leos. Leos going long. Two Crows there. Neither one could claim it. They pick it up. Does Lentz and couldn't get to it. That has to be holding the ball. It isn't. Play on, says the umpire.
Bit of Keystone Cops there from the Crows in their forward line.
Just a little bit. Not the most organized we've seen, but they are getting the penetration forward, and now a chance to clear. Long one. That's going to take a long hop. That's going to keep going. And again, it's picked up by McMahon. McMahon couldn't get past it. He went past the ball, and that is paddled out of bounds for a throw-in. Great hustle there. And again, that's Ben May, who was there for the Crows. As the ball comes spinning in the play. Two Denver Bulldogs there. It's smothered and knocked backwards and finally able to clear it out of the Crows, almost taking the mark again, and they're going to call push in the back. And they want to call this one back. It'll be a free kick to Summers. And we mentioned Chris Candelaria, who's in your picture right now. Candelaria has actually been helping out some of the new Arizona women's players. He actually was down helping out with the national team in their training, which is nice to see.
And he actually does live in Phoenix as he receives his handball here on the outboard.
Long kick. The pack forms. It's off the hands. It pops up in the air. And the Crows had it for a second. But now it's picked up again. McMahon with his left foot. It bounces through. 42, who I don't have for the Crows, is taken down. And then the handball over across. And then finally cleared away. And then streaking in is Harkness, who took a very nice mark earlier in the day. We've seen 5 or 6 great marks from the Bulldogs. So here's Harkness to cut into the lead. It's a low kick. It's curving around, but it's through. The goal by Tom Harkness, Denver's third of the game. That takes him to 3-1-19. Austin at 8-5-53. It's a 34-point advantage, and that is on the Real Racine scoreboard. As far as time is concerned, we're looking at about 5 minutes to go in this one.
Going to the replay now, Brian, and it's just some good forward pressure here from the Denver Bulldogs as they cause the errant kick that goes floating into the waiting arms of Tom Harkness.
Sun's starting to peek out again. A fair bit of cloud cover here at the Score Complex. But we are seeing the sun a little bit. And the temperature is still really cool with that breeze.
Perfect day for footy.
It is a great day for footy. I don't think it's any secret, Dennis, that Racine has been bandied about as a possible future host for the national championships. I'm interested to see if this is the sort of weather. It may be a little bit colder come October.
A little cooler outside.
But I think it'll be a little bit closer to what you see in Melbourne. Meanwhile, here's Denver with an opportunity. He picks up the ball, turns around. Oh, no way. Don't tell me. Oh, just touched. Philip Camping, who took that specky, almost had a matching goal to it. 3-2-20 for Denver. It's down to 33 points, 4 minutes to go. Camping's been like Nick Rewell. All he does is just take those spectacular plays. Short pass was not clean for the Crows as they cut to the inside. There's a short kick. The mark is taken, falling down. And then handballing it off was 28 for Austin, who handballed it over to Barr, who's been all over the place all day. They handball it over into the middle. There's Talmadge, that is Talmadge. He got the ball from Merritt. Ball up on that far side now. And a whistle. And it's a free kick. So Austin, who's been in control for most of this match, really since the very beginning. They had that first goal within a minute or so. There's the kick. And an easy mark there by Summers. And he passes it on. Here they come. He's hot. He just got it off. It one hops on, looking for Ben Harling, but couldn't find him. Austin takes it back the other way, going for the mark and not taking it. And then huddled off the ball. Yes, Mitchell with a long kick, and the mark is taken there by Summers. Summers will play on. Long kick, looking for Harling and can't finding him. Talmadge going back to retrieve. And now he can't handle it. He paddles the ball on and continued straight into the middle. Merritt got taken down over the back. Play on, says the umpire. There's a smother off the foot of, I believe it was Candy, yep. And then he's going to get taken down, and that's going to be tackled off the ball. No, it looks like it was tackled behind the ball. So a free kick to the Crows as Merritt goes to the near side. Oh, almost another one, a crash boom opera.
Paid it for too high.
Yep, paid it for too high. Look. And it comes to 28 for the Austin Crows. Looking around, taking his time with this big lead. The kick is up on the way. Nice mark, and again, that was Harkness. Harkness has done a very good job of getting to those balls. He swings it around that far side, looking for Meyer. Meyer will kick that one long. There's a chase. The chase is on, but it's controlled by Austin. The kick is back into the middle. Merritt again. Oh, and Mitchell is in there. It squirts out. Merritt almost had it, but then Harkness is able to kick it forward. Not claimed cleanly. Summers is there. There's a left foot kick from McMahon. Almost claimed there. Vanica is there to clean up after Robertson couldn't get it to it. And they're finally able to pick. That's got to be ball, and it is. Great persistence. And it's Aaron Summers who had it, and it's given to Casey Robertson. So Robertson to make the score line a little bit closer. Looking at about a 45-meter kick. Kick is on the way. It goes left. It's hooking even more left, but it is just good enough for a behind. That is the final action of this match. And that will do it. And the Austin Crows have gone through group play at 2-0. They'll be in the Division I Grand Final a little bit later on. As for Denver, well, 1-1 finish here. And they played very well. They kept up with Austin for the most part, but the Crows were just too much. And that'll be it. So we'll see Austin a little bit later. Your final scoreline from this one, Austin Crows, 8 goals, 5 behinds, 53 points. The Denver Bulldogs, 3 goals, 3 behinds, 21 points. We have much more from you, including the Division II and Division I Grand Finals. We'll have that for you when we come back from the 2015 USAFL Central Regional Championships here from Racine, Wisconsin on USAFL.com.